Yo, what's up guys, Foamy here bringing you another video. Today it's going to be a new series called lead-in tips. So pretty much I'm going to be going through different sections of lead-in and then tips under each section, and yeah, in different episodes obviously, because otherwise this will be like 12 hours, but pretty much that's how we're going to be doing the series. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll answer them obviously, and yeah, if you enjoy it then leave a like and subscribe, because I'll be doing this fairly frequently, like once a week probably, maybe twice a week, depending on how well it goes down I guess. But yeah, before I start I want to just say I don't by any means think I'm the best leader or anything, and in fact far from it, which is sort of why I'm doing this series, because I've made a lot of mistakes, so I want you to not make the same mistakes, if that makes sense. So it's to sort of help you from not making the same mistakes I did, and then being able to lead a good team anyway. So the first thing is, anyway, don't start a team if you haven't got a lot of time on your hands. For example, don't start it just before you're going to be doing your GCSEs or anything that you're going to be off for, like before you're about to like travel the world or some shit, because you're not going to have enough time for it, and it takes a lot of effort. So if you're not going to have enough time for it, just don't do it full stop. That's just sort of the truth in things. I didn't start it at the wrong time. I started it in like year 10 I think, when I had quite a lot of time, but recently I had my GCSE, so I was literally stopped leading well for like 5 months or something like that, and that wasn't really fair on the other leader in my team, because it put a lot of effort on him to keep it going, and it was sort of hard for that to happen I guess. So that sort of leads me on to the next point, which is enjoy the people you're working with, like your leadership team. Make sure that you enjoy leading with them, and that you can trust that they're going to be there to help you in the stuff you need them to help you with obviously. And yeah, this is a huge thing, because a lot of people like rush into choosing the leaders when they're starting a team, but they don't actually know them that well, and you need a lot of trust in your leaders. And also you need to make sure you're on like the same page as your leaders, for this is when you're starting a team. So like you both want the both or more than both, like there could be up to 4 leaders if you're including co-leaders and everything, but yeah, like you need to make sure you all want the team to go in the same direction, and like this will help a lot. Also a huge thing is you need to, with your leaders, you need to be on the same page, and you don't want to be doing stupid stuff like sub-botting, like-botting, everything like that. You want to have a good reputation, because a reputation is like 90% of the team. If you've got a bad reputation for like players setting up clips, or for you sub-botting, like-botting, I can think of a few examples, but I don't really want to call anyone out. So yeah, like make sure your team's got a good reputation, and our leaders are a big part of that. That if your leaders are going all over Twitter arguing with everybody, and just like going into lobbies and like screaming at people in 6-mans and shit, that's just not a good reputation. So you need to make sure your leaders are chill, and they lead like you want them to pretty much, and setting a good example. That's like literally one of the main things of like a lead-in tips, of choosing good leaders pretty much. This lead, well, it doesn't really need to lead on to the next thing at all, but the next thing is making sure each leader pulls their weight. This is something that obviously I didn't do over the last 5 months. If you need leaders that are working hard at it, which is like really important, that you need leaders to like, you need them to be reliable pretty much. If you're going to tell them to do something, obviously if you're doing it as well, for example if your players, if you need to be recruiting or something, then you need like your leaders to be reliable, that they'll try to recruit people. It might not always work out as well as you want it to, but as long as they're trying, that makes them sort of reliable I guess. which is like obviously sort of under trust, reliable trust, sort of the same thing-ish. Also, like, notice, for example, if they're going on holiday or something, that they tell you about it and they don't just come back like 3 weeks later like, oh yeah, I just went on a sick holiday, it was pretty sick, but for them 3 weeks you'd be like, where the fuck have you been, I needed your help with something. So make sure they give you notice. Obviously people aren't on 24/7, they do have social life, but it's the fact that they like should let you know that they're doing that, so you're not like stuck in the mud, like just being like, alright, well, that's a bit shit because I don't know what you're doing. So yeah, one of the last things is really important as leaders is holding like regular sort of Skype calls or parties or something where it's just the leaders, and just talking about what you've been doing like for the team, to make sure everyone's like I said, pulling their weight, and to make sure everybody's happy with how things are going, and just making sure everyone's in the right frame of mind, because that's really important as well. If you're not happy doing it, then it's not going to lead to a very good team. This is just one section, like there's so many more things to talk about, which is why I just want to keep them into different sections. But that's the end of this video anyway. It's sort of been longish, around 6.5 minutes, 7 minutes, so it's been a fairly long episode, but some episodes will be shorter and some will be longer, depending on the section and how much there is to talk about. But this is just about leading. I'm going to be talking about so much stuff, like how to start off the team, how to deal with different situations, so much stuff, but I don't want to go into it all in this video anyway, obviously. So that's the end of this one anyway. Hopefully you did enjoy. Hopefully this helps you out in some way if you're going to start a team. Just make sure you choose the right leaders and you're happy with everything, and yeah, that's about it. Hopefully you enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching, and enjoy the outro. I don't know why I just said that, because you're probably going to click off, but thanks anyway. Bye.
I'm just going to plant the bomb so I beat him.
Oi, is that a dance, and you can't fuck neither. And if you can't fuck, bitch, I wouldn't wanna be a.
Could've been my #1 night, just a pawn in the game we played. Got caught up and snuffed out this.